This is the Avalon guest house in Tintagel, and just outside the window I can see the National Trust Tintagel Castle. So we're in this room. It's quite posh, quite a nice room. There's plenty of space. It's a standard size double bed. There's a wardrobe, and there's a bathroom, well, shower room. There's a shower, and the usual facilities, toilet. So it is quite nice. It's only one night tonight. Last night was where I was, and I'm moving on after breakfast, so it's quite reasonable. There's only one drawback that we have with this, which is the fact that we're on the very, very top floor, so it is not accessible in any way. So I struggled up. Let me put that down so you can see me. So I struggled up 2 flights of stairs to get to this room, and the owner seemed to think that there was something on booking.com, which is where I booked it. He seemed to think there was something on there saying that they were inaccessible and steps were included in the problem. So I went back on to have a look, and unless I'm not reading it right, I didn't find anything on there saying that there was steps and things like this, and probably not suitable for disabled people. So you'll have to check again. But as far as I could tell, there was nothing on there. I mean, I know I didn't spend much time looking for hotels. Like, I wanted to book one straight away because I had to book it for 3 days. So I booked 3 different venues. We can see the sea, which is quite nice from here. We are on the very coast. It's Tintagel, North Cornwall. Part of my Cornwall capers, my cavorting in Cornwall, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, my Cornish capers, my second night in episode 1 and episode 2. So we're here, and I must say the TV is rather small. And awkwardly, you know, if you're sat on the bed, then watching the TV is quite tricky, because the bed is here and the TV's up there. There's a table, but they don't give you a pen to write with. They do actually ask you to fill in a little slip which tells them about breakfast. As you can see, that's the view out the window. I don't know if I can open this window. I should have done that last night. It was very, very hot, basically. And there's the car park down there. And yeah, there's a horse. He's probably a bit hoarse, I think. Oh, he's having a bit of a run. Right, okay, so that is the Avalon guest house in Tintagel. So I'm just going to give you a quick update on the Avalon Hotel in Tintagel. When I was making the video this morning, looking around the room, and then I had a long chat with the owner, a very nice chap, only just taken over. It's only been there for 2 months now, so hoping to encourage people to come and stay. And it is a very high quality standard there. The rooms and the bathroom and everything else is all immaculate. They provide everything, and if you need something they will just ask. The breakfast is substantial and freshly cooked and very enjoyable, I must say. And you can have whatever you like, including the usual coffee, tea, cereal, things like that. So it's well worth it. And for the price that I paid for one night in the location that it was, then brilliant. Now, the only downside was the fact that it was on the top floor. Now, I booked it through booking.com, and I didn't really look that hard, and I did try to send a message. I normally do that. Normally send a message saying, prefer ground floor if at all possible. But for some reason the message didn't send, so they never received it. They don't have a ground floor bedroom, so he told me that he would put people on the first floor if possible. So it's only one flight of steps, and it's not too bad. I mean, 2.5 flights of steps for me. I was knackered, but I made it, and the room was lovely. Bed was comfortable. Everything was really good, high quality, and like I say, I think that there was some discussion with him about whether this was listed on the booking.com as being fairly difficult. And I had a look again to see if it was, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm sure it is. I'm not going to disbelieve anybody, but to be fair, that building, there's no way that you're going to be able to change it anyway. So unless you are fairly mobile, then the hotel's not going to be suitable for you, especially wheelchairs. And there is actually a wheelchair accessible B&B in the local pub, King Arthur's Arms. So they have B&B there that you will be able to, and they advertise it outside on a big board which says, and even shows you pictures of the accessible bathroom. However, the Avalon, very, very good. I mean, the only problem that I had was my own fault. And I'm really, really upset about it. But it's not the owner's fault, it's my fault, because as I was pulling in to the driveway, it's a very narrow driveway, and unfortunately made of stone on both sides, very, very narrow. And as you turn into the driveway, it sort of went a bit of an error, and so as you can see, looks like I've got an insurance claim. However, having said that, I can highly recommend the Avalon Hotel. It's very, very good.